Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on, boy. They begin with a run by Smith. The game's first play produced yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
14. That's what I do. Check 52. Shoot. Check. Crunch. 14. Rush in. Relert.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Listen. Mike 37. Man, I got you.
Now it's Smith, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All day. Tighten up. Hey, kill. 47. We're going to 54. 26.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch, switch, switch. Switch, switch.
Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch my board. Watch the run, watch the run.
A first down carry for Smith. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
He's critical.
Still going, 4 down. Alert. Gun.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 50. Exit.
14, find it.
Check. Lucky.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught by Jackson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
You don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Go.
Check three. Slam.
They get it to him running left. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys. will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's Elliott, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Mike 5-4. I got wide.
To try again after the sack. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Friday.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the run. Kill.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
What? 3-15.
25 to Mike. Here we go.
Hold.
Rock the pass.
You guys, listen.
He's coming.
One flip.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On second down now, it's Smith. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Hey, zero. Mike 37. You. 14. You. Whip. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Room here to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
6 yards on the play. First down, Dallas.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
We got to step it up. 54's Mike. Check.
Final play of the half. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded at the 2. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Check 25. Check.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Second and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Kill. Check.
we're going to 54. Right here.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And watch your leg. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 26. Check.
We're going to 52.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Smith. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
46.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
This is Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Zebra. 14, on it.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
25. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. It's a gain of 6.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
14.
On first down, Smith. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kick